Good morning, girls. In the last session of Oracle, we discussed about the attribute percent type, right? To declare a variable of the same data type dynamically as the database column, we may use the percent type declaration, right? This is called dynamic data type assignment. It is used to reference the data type and size of a table or a view in the database, and data type and size will be inherited from the column. Now, in today's session, we are going to discuss about the percent row type. Percent row type. Percent row type is another attribute of PLSQL. PLSQL gives you explicit and implicit techniques for defining records. Using the percent row type attribute, a record variable can be declared implicitly based on the structure of a table or query. In implicitly defined record, we don't have to describe each field in the record definition as we have done in type attribute, right? Here you can see that each and every fields are declared separately, but in case of percent row type, it is not required to declare or describe each field in a separate manner. That I will show you through example. Your changes to the underlying table structure result in automatic changes to the record. Whatever you do, changes in your existing table, that will automatically done in your record also, right? So here let us see the example of percent row type. We are going to do the same example for percent row type also. This one we have done in the last session, right? Employee ID, e-name and e-salary, as well as department number we printed in the last example with the help of PLSQL block and with the help of select into query, right? We'll repeat the same example, but this time we are going to use row type instead of percent type attribute. We'll begin with the declaration section. Declare is a keyword. Under this heading, we have declared one variable, namely EDET, means employee detail. I want to define the data type of this variable same as all the columns defined in employee table. Whatever the data type of all the columns of employee table, that I want to assign to this variable, right? How we can do this? Here you can see the example. EDET is a name of variable, employee is a name of table, then percentage symbol and row type, as we have done in the type attributes. In the same way, we can declare a variable of type row type attribute, right? One more variable is required, namely EID, which is declared as number for reading a number from the keyboard. Begin section. Under this section, we will read a value for EID using ampersand symbol. EID is equals to ampersand EID, right? User can enter any value for this variable using ampersand symbol. Now let us use the select into query in our PLSQL block. Select e-name, salary and job. We want to access 3 fields from the employee table, right? I repeat, select e-name, salary and job. Now we need the corresponding variables for all these 3 fields. right? But here we have not declared any variables in a separate manner. So how we can define a variable for all these columns? See, select ename salary job into, now we will write edet, which is our variable, common variable of row type attribute. So we can write like this: edet dot ename. Your ename is a column which is declared in emp table. Similar way, if you want to access a salary field, you can use edet dot salary, right? edet dot job. In this way you can fetch any of the column of employee table. Like I want to fetch one more field of emp table, for that I can use edet dot hire date, edet dot mgr, edet dot empno, right? Like this, where we want to give a condition where employee number equals to e underscore id. Now we want to print all this value, so again we'll repeat the variable name like this: edet dot ename earns edet dot salary. So you can compare both these programs. Here what we have written, e underscore name, which is a variable declared separately in declaration section, right? Then salary we have used, which is again declared in declaration section. But instead of that, in the example of row type, we have used edet dot cell, edet dot ename, edet dot job. So here no need to declare all these variables separately. Instead of that, you can do your work using a single line declaration, right? edets are a common variable, and through this and with the help of dot operator, you can access all the column names which are declared in emp table. You can replace emp table with any of the table which you want, right, from where you want to fetch your records. So let us implement the same example in SQL window, SQL editor. Open your SQL editor window by giving Scott and Tiger. Now as usual, we will start our set server output on. Do not forget to set this environment variable whenever you want to execute PL/SQL block. Always set this environment variable to on position, right? Then only you will be able to see the output on screen. Let us execute our example. First of all, declare section. Under this keyword, we'll declare our variable edet. This is a short form of edetail. Now here we want to use employee table. I don't want to declare all the columns in a separate way, so I am using row type attribute. Okay, semicolon. One more variable is required, e underscore id. The data type is number, semicolon. Declaration section is over. Now second section is begin section. Execution section, you can use the alternate word for this section as execution section. We want to read a value from the keyboard. For that I will write EID is equals to ampersand EID. Observe the assignment operator I have used, colon and then equals to. Okay, if you want to assign something in your variable, then you must take this symbol for assignment, colon and then equals to, without leaving space between these two characters. Next we will execute the select query. Select into, select whatever field you want to fetch over here. You have to just specify the name of that fields. We want to access ename, then job, and third is salary. Accordingly set their corresponding variables using this common variable, right? edet, what I will write, edet dot ename. I want the second variable, for that I will write edet dot job, and my third variable is for salary, right? I will write edet dot salary. So first, through the select query, the values will come in these three variables, and then this will transfer into its corresponding variables, right? The value of ename will go in edet dot ename, the value of job will go in edet dot job variable, and the value which will come in salary, that will transfer into edet dot salary field. Okay, then next we'll mention the name of table from where we want to fetch the record. None other than EMP. From EMP we'll give the condition where EMP number is equals to, see here we are using the column from EMP table, so here assignment operator is simple, only equals to symbol is required, not colon and equals to, right, as we have done in our SQL portion. Employee number equals to EID. Whatever value entered by user, that we want to assign to our EMP and O variable. Fine. Then semicolon. Now we want to print all these values, that we can do with the help of dbms output dot put line. Go on the next line, dbms dot output dot put line. Okay, now inside the bracket you can print the values with the help of edet, that is common variable, with the help of common variable edet dot ename, concat sign, then I will write on, don't forget to leave some space, otherwise you will get cluttered result on your screen. edet dot salary. You can alter the sequence of this values, right? If you want to print a salary first and then job, or else if you want to print a job first and then salary, you can manage accordingly. See here, I want to print a job on last position, that's why I'm taking it at the last. Fine, bracket over and semicolon. Now end of our PLSQL block. For execution we'll do slash enter value for EID. Again recall the number which are available in EMP table, then only you'll be able to see the result, otherwise you will get an error. So 7900, this number is set in my mind, so I'm taking this one. What happened? Yes, I did one mistake. Here you can see on line number 9 dbms.output, I wrote dbms.output instead of dbms_output. So let us change this line. No need to write the whole program one more time. You can copy all program from here and you can edit in Notepad, or else the line except erroneous line you can copy and paste and do the changes as you want, and then copy the remaining part. Once again 7900 I'm entering. Fine. Here we got the result. You can see how it reads the value from the screen. It will show you the old value first, EID is equals to %EID. Then this will show you the new value of EID, that is 7900, which is entered by user. Then the line which is selected by a mouse is a result of our PLSQL block. Here you can see the sequence. First we printed a name of employee, then earns is a static string, then 950 is a salary earned by this employee, then a static string, you can see job I wanted to print, so here the job is printed as I want, right? And then the job this person is doing, that is clerk. So here the result is okay. Let me execute the same code for another employee. Hmm, 7788. Yes, here it is, this number is exist. Okay, we got another output for employee number 7788. Now same code we will execute one more time, but this time I'm gonna enter a value which does not exist in our AMP table, right? For example 67, this value is not available in EMP table. Now let us see the output. Here you can see the older value of employee ID, new value of employee ID, and you can see the error. The error is no data found, as it is searching for an employee number 67 which is not available in our EMP table. That's why it is showing an error as a result, right? So it is better you enter that number only which is available in EMP table, right? Because till now we have not learned how to handle if error arise in our PLSQL code. Later on we will discuss the exception section, and then you'll be able to handle this type of errors. Let us switch back to our document. This is our example number 16. Okay, you can do some changes as per your wish, do some experiment, so you will come to know about all the facts of this attribute also. Now let us do some more examples. Till now what we have studied, these are the example of, these are the queries of that portion only. This will cover only that portion, right? Here you can see, write a PLSQL block which accept percentage from the user and increase the salary of employee of department number 10 by that much percentage which is entered by user, right? And we will do this query on EMP table. So what we have to do is, first we need a declaration section if we want to declare a variable. Here we need one variable for getting a value for the percentage, right? Here we want to read a value from the keyboard entered by user, so we need a one variable. Okay, for that we will write declare. Then next variable for percentage, the data type is number, length is 2. Okay, we don't want to initialize this variable over here, so put the semicolon. Then next we want to change the salary of employee in EMP table, so here we will use the attribute percent type, right? E underscore salary EMP table, the salary field of EMP table, and percent type. You assume that I don't know about the data type of salary field of EMP table, right? So if you want to assign a data type on a dynamic basis, then you can use percent type attribute which is available in PLSQL. So here it is. Now begin section. Begin. The first thing we have to do is to read a value for V percentage. Now we all knows how to access the value from keyboard. You can use ampersand symbol for that, ampersand V percentage. Okay, next what we have to do is we have to perform a query. Here I want to increase the salary, so whatever value stored in our EMP table, that we want to update, right? So how we can do this? By executing update query. What we want to update? Update EMP. We want to update EMP table, right? Update EMP. Set salary equals to salary into whatever the percentage entered by user, that is already available in VPER variable. Okay, so in this way you can update the salary field. Update EMP, set salary equals to salary into V percentage, where our condition is, what is the condition? See, here I have given that I want to increase the salary of all the employees who are working in department number 10. So our condition is where department number equals to 10. Okay, that's it. This is our query. Next is end of this section, and then for execution we will print a slash. Let me select this program and go back to your SQL window and paste this program in your SQL editor window. Now enter a value for percentage. Okay, here percentage is 0.5 and press enter. Now old value of percentage is ampersand, and the name of variable, you can see the new value is 0.5. Now how we will come to know that the data is altered? For that, we'll execute the normal select query. Select emp number comma salary from emp where department number equals to 10, right? આપણે એ જ નંબર જોવા છે ડિપાર્ટમેન્ટ નંબર 10 ના, કે જ્યાં આપણે સેલરી અપડેટ કરી છે. સેમિકોલન. And here you can see the salary column. Okay, let us execute the same query one more time. This time we will change the percentage. I'm giving 2. Got it? One more time we will execute the same query. See, it is double. You can compare these values, right? I have done 0.5 means half of the salary. Then second time I increase the value by 2%, means double whatever they are getting. Here 2450, the double of this value is 4900, the double of 5000 is 10,000, and double of 1300 is 2600. So in this way you can change the value or alter the value stored in emp table through percent type. Okay, instead of percent type you can use the attribute percent row type. This is an example number 17. One more example, we are going to do example number 18. Actually I wanted to give this queries in exercise to you, but I felt that at least one time I have to show how to execute this query, right? Then I will give you some more queries of similar type. Let us begin with example number 18. Write a PL/SQL block to change the salary of an employee entered by user. Now this time I want to change, or I want to alter the salary of that particular person, right? So again we need to execute the update query, but this time we have to change our query, we have to change our condition, right? For a particular employee we want to change the salary. So we are gonna read two values from the keyboard. One is salary and the second is employee number. Okay, I am gonna show you the example where we will read the employee number, not salary, right? Then you add yourself whatever salary you want to change, you give through the keyboard. Okay, so here let me copy some content from the previous one because it is similar to the previous one. We'll do some changes in this existing one. This time no need to read v%. Instead of that, emp id we want to read. Okay, so here we will replace this variable with emp id. Okay, then eSalary, emp.salary percent type. Let us see. Now update emp set salary equal to salary plus 500. I'm giving static value over here. Okay, removing this line. Now set salary equals to salary plus 500, where, as I told you, we will change the condition. Here what we want to do is where emp no equals to emp underscore id, right? Whatever number per employee is entered by user through the keyboard, particularly I want to change his or her salary. So for that, here we'll change the condition accordingly, and I have given employee number equals to employee ID. Let us execute this program. Copy this content, and employee ID is 7900. What happened? Number precision too large. Yes. What is the error? Here the length of number is only 2 and I am trying to enter a 4-digit number, right? So here change the size of employee ID. I have done 5. Okay, so here our procedure successfully completed. Now how we'll come to know? For that we will fetch this record by giving a select query. Select emp number and salary from emp, where emp number equals to 7900. Okay, press enter. Here this person was earning 950 previously, and now it is updated. You can see the updated value over here. What we have done, whatever the existing salary, 950 plus 500 we have done. So the result came 1450. Okay, now my question is, if we want to change this static value, we want to make it dynamic. I mean, as we have read the employee ID from the keyboard, same way we want to read the value of salary, right? Then how we can update this existing code? For that I am giving you a hint. Create one variable for salary field, then as we have read employee ID from the keyboard, similar way you can read the value of salary, and then you can change this equation, right? You can use that variable instead of this static value, and then execute your code one more time, right? Do it yourself. Okay, it is very easy. One more example is here. You can see, let me see what is this. This is our example number 19. Write a PLSQL block to increase the salary of employee of a particular department entered by user in employee table. This is already done. Okay, particular department number 10. Here you can change, instead of department number, you can specify the job name, right? Write a PLSQL block to increase the salary of employees of a particular job title entered by user in a empty table. For example, we want to change the salary of all clerks by 500, or we want to increase the salary by 2000 of all managers, or else all employees who are working as a manager. It is very simple, right? For that, what you have to enter the value from keyboard is, instead of employee ID, here what you have to do is you have to enter the job title, right? Now here I want to mention one thing. If you want to read a string from the keyboard, for that you have to enclose this value in single quotation mark, right? I repeat, if you are dealing with any string data type variable and if you want to read a value from the keyboard, for that you have to enclose this value in single quotation mark. Okay, when you are dealing with string data type, varchar data type, at that time enclose this value in single quotation mark. Fine. So this is a hint. Let me show you the hint by implementing the example. Here instead of percentage I am giving vjob, નંબર છે એને આપણે રિપ્લેસ કરી દઈએ varchar2 varchar2. okay, length is 10. now here we want to read vjob. okay, so what I told you, you must enclose this variable in single quotation mark as it is declared as varchar2, right? vjob update emp set salary equals to salary into, give a static value plus 500, where job equals to almost done. This program is almost done, right? Let me execute. Like here okay, this is done. So this is all about row type and percent row type. okay, in the next session we are going to discuss some decision making statements available in PLSQL as well as looping structure available in PLSQL. okay, so keep your journals up to date, right? And we will meet in the next session. Thank you.